Galen crouched low in the ferns, his heart pounding like a drum against the eerie rustle of leaves overhead. The air was thick with a sweet chlorophyll scent, and sunlight filtered through the vibrant green canopy, casting strange shadows on the ground. Every now and then a tree would shift, its bark like skin creaking as it loomed higher, its roots digging into the soft earth. In this world, plant and animal roles had twisted into an absurd dance, and Galen was an uninvited guest in a realm where squirrels basked under the sun, their tiny bodies shimmering as they absorbed light, their chatter a musical hum of photosynthetic delight. He needed to find the Sylvan Key, a legendary artifact rumored to allow humans to thrive in this chaotic ecosystem. Without it, he would succumb to the lethargy that gripped anyone who lingered too long among the trees and squirrels. Time was dwindling. He had only one day before the light of the sun would fade, and he would be trapped forever in this vibrant yet perilous existence. As he crept deeper into the woods, he spotted a cluster of squirrels gathered at the base of a particularly large tree. They were chattering animatedly, their tiny paws clutching bright green acorns that glimmered as if the sun had captured its essence. Galen approached cautiously, trying to listen in on their conversation. But the moment he stepped on a twig, the group turned, eyes wide with alarm. They darted up the tree, the trunk shaking in their wake, and Galen felt a shiver of panic. He had to act fast. The longer he waited, the stronger the lethargy would pull at him. Galen dashed toward a smaller tree, hoping to blend in. He pressed his back against its rough surface, feeling the pulse of sap flowing beneath the bark. His mind raced with thoughts of the Sylvan Key. If he could just get a squirrel to trust him, perhaps they would lead him to it. Taking a deep breath, he mimicked the chattering sound he had heard earlier, an odd blend of clicks and chirps. To his surprise, one curious squirrel crept down the trunk, its eyes narrowing as it assessed him. For a moment, he thought he had made a breakthrough. The squirrel tilted its head, then scampered off, leaving him deflated and alone. The lethargy tugged at his limbs, and he felt the weight of the day pressing down on him, like the thick humidity of the forest. Just as despair began to creep in, he spotted a shimmering acorn lying at the base of the tree. A sign of the Sylvan Key he sought. It glowed faintly, pulsing with energy. With renewed determination he lunged for it, but the moment his fingers closed around the acorn, the ground vibrated beneath him. The great tree, sensing the disturbance, tilted its trunk toward him, branches swaying as if in warning. Galen's heart raced. He had to escape. The ground shifted beneath him as the roots wove together, creating a living barrier. Using instinct over reason, he threw the acorn toward the canopy, hoping to distract the tree. As it sailed through the air, the tree's branches reached out, trying to catch the acorn. In that split second, Galen dashed to the side, weaving through the ferns, heart pounding in his ears. He could hear the rustle of leaves behind him, but he didn't look back. Finally, he stumbled into a clearing where the sun poured down in golden streams, illuminating a small stone altar at its center. With trembling hands, he placed the acorn atop the altar, and a brilliant light erupted, illuminating the entire clearing. The squirrels gathered around him, their eyes wide with awe. The Sylvan Key manifested as a radiant crown of leaves, hovering above the altar, its presence commanding respect. As Galen reached out, the crown descended gently, settling upon his head. A wave of energy coursed through him, and he felt the lethargy lift, replaced by a vibrant connection with the world around him. The trees shifted their trunks in acknowledgement, and the squirrels chirped in delight, embracing their newfound kinship. With the Sylvan Key in place, Galen realized he no longer needed to fear this world. He had become part of its rhythm, woven into the tapestry of the living forest. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, he stood tall, feeling the pulse of the earth beneath him, no longer an intruder, but a guardian of this extraordinary realm, ready to face whatever came next.